Hey beauty of nature, today I bring to you the best routine to cure dandruff, itchy dry scalp, and also dry stubborn dehydrated hair. This video is probably going to be the longest video I have made here on this channel, but trust me, it's going to be worth it. It has two parts: a wash day routine and a maintenance routine, and also an easy homemade DIY anti-dandruff, anti-itching hair growth oil that you can make at home using just 3 simple ingredients. Before we get started, let me introduce myself. If you're new here, I am Nazifahgele, a natural hair coach. I focus on simplifying African hair care and hair growth. I have been on a natural hair growth journey for over 5 years now, and I have helped quite a number of people like me through their own natural hair growth journey. On this channel, I share all the things I have learned along the way to help you through your own natural hair growth journey as well. So if that is something you're interested in, please subscribe to this channel, hit the thumbs up button, stay tuned, and keep on watching. This wash day routine has 4 major steps: pre-poo step, the shampoo step, the deep conditioning step, and the moisturizing step. We are going to start with the pre-poo step, and instead of using a regular conditioner like we usually do here on this channel, we're going to do a hot oil treatment. So we're going to use oil, and I am going to show you exactly how to make that DIY oil if you're the type that is suffering from itchy scalp and also dandruff. In case you are suffering from dryness and not dandruff, I advise you use plain olive oil like you're going to see me doing during that pre-poo step. I decided not to use the DIY oil because I was actually going through dryness that has been caused by protein overload. Guys, yes, we're always going to experience hair and scalp issues even if you know exactly what to do. It's just normal. All you need to do is to know how to treat it and get your hair back to balance. So I had a little protein overload issue which made my hair felt a little bit drier. That is why I decided to use plain olive oil because it's more moisturizing. Alright, so let's head straight into making this homemade DIY oil using just 3 ingredients. For this DIY oil, the major ingredient is neem leaves. Neem leaves are traditionally known to treat dandruff, guys. Neem leaves have a lot of antifungal and antibacterial properties. So yeah, if you live in the northern part of Nigeria, neem leaves are like water. The second ingredient is black seeds. Black seeds have strengthening antifungal and antibacterial properties also. So this is a very great combo. All I'm going to do is to squeeze my neem leaves into smaller chunks. This is because the weather was so humid. I tried drying the neem leaves, but they just couldn't dry out to be as crisp as I wanted it to be. So I'm using my hands to just make it smaller. Make sure you're not drying your neem leaves under the sun, guys. The sun is going to kill the nutrients or the micronutrients in this neem leaves. So all you're going to do is to pour this into an oil of choice. I'm using olive oil. I recommend that. If you have coconut oil, it's also a well-known anti-inflammatory oil. It has a lot of benefits when it comes to treating scalp infection. So yeah, once everything is poured in, just go ahead and place your bowl in hot water. This method is going to warm up your oil and extract the nutrients. The reason why we're not boiling this is because we also don't want extreme heat to kill the micronutrients that you need. So 10 to 20 minutes later, or few hours later, or days later, you can sieve this oil. I decided not to sieve mine because I noticed that the longer the ingredient stays in the oil, the more potent the oil gets. Now we're just going to start the pre-poo step. So So I am sectioning my hair into 6 or 8 sections. Guys, the smaller the better, especially if you're a beginner. Also, I am starting on a finger detangled hair. I finger detangled my hair about 2 days. So if you have a protective style in, I recommend you first detangle. Check out this video to detangle first with a conditioner, especially if your hair is extremely dry and hard to take down, because oil alone might not be feasible for you to detangle or take down your protective style. But if your hair is fairly healthy and you can manipulate it gently without breakage, you can just go ahead and use the oil. So I am using just the oil, guys. My hair was a little bit damp. I didn't need to spray some more water. And if you notice, I was actually massaging my scalp first, and then a generous amount of the oil on my hair shaft, and using my fingers to just drag out the shedded hair. Like I preach every day on this channel, shedding is very normal as long as it's not much. You lose about 50 to 150 strands per day. Do not panic, guys. The longer you keep your hair in without detangling, or the longer you keep your protective style in, the more shedding you will see. And also, I warmed up my oil. I placed the bowl again in hot water just to make it warm. So it was actually very relaxing and calming using that warm oil. So make sure you're doing that. The heat is going to open up your cuticles, allow the oil to penetrate into your hair. And that is how we're going to keep going. Twist the section to prevent tangling. If your hair is too short, you can just use a ribbon to secure the hair. Once you're done, you're just going to massage your scalp. You can do this for 10 to 15 minutes. This will relieve the itching and other scalp irritation that you're going through. So now I'm just going to steam this for 10 to 15 minutes and then come back to wash my hair. So before washing, I love to prepare my conditioner. So I'm just going to show you our regular DIY deep conditioner again. I decided to use just olive oil, shea butter, and the conditioner this time because I didn't want any strengthening benefit from this conditioner. I needed as much moisture as I can get because my own issue is dryness. A few minutes later, my hair felt super soft, guys. Olive oil is a very great oil. I just love using it, guys. It's highly moisturizing. It's packed with a lot of nutrients. So yeah, if you have dryness issue, I think you can never do wrong with olive oil. So I just went ahead and lightly rinsed off the oil, and now we're going to start shampooing. I normally would do this off camera when my hair is like tilted down, but for filming sake and for you guys, I decided to shampoo in front of the camera so you can see. You can use any regular shampoo. If you have dandruff, you can use an anti-dandruff shampoo. But for me, I use this tea tree shampoo. I didn't even really care about the kind of shampoo I use as usual. All I need is for it to cleanse my hair without stripping it extremely. Tea tree is also a great anti-dandruff ingredient, so it's also used to help with dandruff, itchy, irritated scalp. It's really great for soothing the scalp. So yeah, if you can get this shampoo, I believe it's also fairly available and affordable, so you can just go and get this. So as you can see, I am focusing on my scalp first using my fingertips and not my fingernails. Take your time to massage the hair. If you have any itchy, any whatever build up, you name it, just take your time. The gentler you take your time to massage the irritated or itchy area, the more soothing it feels. Just make sure you're using your fingertips to prevent injuring your scalp or damaging your scalp. So this is the first wash. I'm going to go again for the second time to make sure my hair and the hair shaft now is fully cleansed. If you did your first shampoo well and took your time to really massage and lift the dirt, your second wash is going to be very foamy. And for those of you who normally get confused if their hair is clean or not, this is the sign. If your lather is white, your hair is clean. So I have rinsed that off camera. Make sure that the shampoo is completely off your scalp. If you leave any drop or remnant, it's going to stay in your hair and cause dryness. So now we're just going to deep condition, which is the third step. So I like to apply the conditioner all over my hair first. This will prevent the hair from drying out while I work in sections. So after I apply it all over, that is when I will start sectioning my hair and applying it everywhere, focusing on my scalp too. Your scalp needs conditioner, guys, so make sure you're applying this all over on your scalp, on your ends, your hair shaft, everywhere, and be as gentle as possible. I'm just going to let you see this, how I use my stretching, smoothing, and separation technique to apply my products better and also detangle my hair with my fingers. The rest of the conditioner will be applied to the edges. If you want your edges to grow, always include them in your hair care routine, guys. So my edges, the back of my head, yeah, everywhere gets treated. So I'm just going to steam as usual. If you notice, I make sure that the plastic bag covers my edges as well. My edges also get steamed. So we're going to leave this in for a few minutes. I was so tired, so I took a nap. This stayed in my hair for about an hour or so. Yeah, so we're just going to detangle this. I love to detangle after steaming because this makes sure that the product has penetrated better into my hair. So for detangling, you're going to start from the ends and work your way up to the roots. This is the best way to use a tool when detangling your hair. If you start from the roots, you're going to make the tangles tighten up along your hair shaft and make it even hard to detangle. So always make sure you start from the tips and work your way up to the roots like you see me doing here. So once your tool can guide through your hair smoothly, that section is well detangled, and just move to the next section and do the same thing. Now the product is completely rinsed off. Make sure that the conditioner is not sitting on your scalp. Also make sure your scalp is completely clean. Yeah, so now we're going to moisturize, which is the final step here. So I first lightly moisturize using a leave-in conditioner. I'm using my regular conditioner that I use to do everything, guys. So you're going to apply that lightly all over my hair first to prevent it from drying out while I section my hair. And then we're going to start sectioning. So I want to do my usual regular 10 braids. This is not going to be a tutorial, guys. I already have a tutorial video on how to part your hair, very easy, and also how to do these braids. So yeah, I'm just going to let you watch and see what I do. I'm using my favorite hair growth oil on my scalp. You can use the DIY oil on your scalp or just plain olive oil if that is what you prefer. So I'm using shea butter as my second layer. You all guys know the LBO method. That is what we're using. Make sure you check that video out, guys, so you can see exactly how to style your hair. I twisted the ends of my hair. This will prevent them from breaking when you want to take them down. So make sure you're twisting the ends of your hair. Now we're just going to do our usual secondary protective styling, which is braiding the ends of your hair, tuck them away from exposure so they do not dry out and break. If your hair is too short, to do this, just make sure that you are moisturizing often because they are going to dry out faster since they are more exposed. So now that we're done, satin is definitely our friend. You guys know the benefits. You can't do nothing without your satin. This is all the hair I have shedded. That is that for wash days, guys. For maintenance routine, this is 5 days later. As you can see, my hair is still moisturized, still soft, still healthy, but you don't want to let your hair dry out completely before you do your maintenance routine. And for maintenance routine, we have just 3 steps, guys. So I'm starting by just dampening my hair with some water to open up the cuticles so it can absorb my product better. You always need water in every step, guys. Your hair needs to be damp for proper product absorption and penetration. Now I'm using plain conditioner this time, no olive oil, no nothing. My hair is already moisturized and I want the conditioner to lightly cleanse my hair, so I didn't use any oil. And since my issue is dryness, I needed the conditioner to really help moisturize my hair without stripping my hair. So yeah, I'm applying a generous amount all over, applying it on my scalp. You guys need to condition your scalp, guys. If you have a dry scalp, you're not conditioning your scalp. So I take my time, massage it gently. As you can see, I'm using my finger pads. You want to be gentle in your protective style, guys, because you can actually rip your hair out from your roots. So once I'm done, I just steam this for a few minutes and I am back. Look at how soft my hair looks already. It's shiny. It's just happy, guys. Because my protein overload wasn't much, it was very easy for my hair to get back to its balanced state. So we're just going to do the second step now, which is moisturizing. We're using the LBO method, guys. Liquid, butter and oil. So yeah, so liquid is just my hair with some water and then my leave-in conditioner, and the second layer will be shea butter, as you can see here. I'm just going to allow you watch the whole process. We're going to do the secondary protective styling at the end also, and then use our satin at the ends to keep our hair moisturized, protected, and all those good stuff. So that is that for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and comment. If you have any other questions, I will be making a separate video about dandruff, dryness, and hair breakage, so you know what the causes are, what those things are, and what they're not, the misconceptions, because a lot of us tend to confuse dryness to dandruff, or product buildup the dandruff. So make sure you go check those videos out, guys, because if you know the underlying cause, it's going to be easy for you finding the right perfect regimen or treatment or cure to these particular issues faster and easier.